Hey tens! Today we're going to learn about how to convert fractions into decimals and vice versa. In a previous video, we explored how to convert decimals into percentages and vice versa. Now we're going to convert fractions and decimals. Some terms to know. A fraction is used to represent a part of a whole, and how it is written is with a numerator and a denominator, and you've definitely seen fractions before. A decimal is also used to represent a part of a whole, but it's written with a decimal point, and a decimal always has a denominator of a power of 10. You have also seen decimals. So I have this equation here. 1/3 is equal to 0.33333 ... What the ... means is that the 3's go on forever. And this is true, but how? We're going to explore this in the next slides. So, how do we convert fractions into decimals? Well, we use long division. We divide the numerator by the denominator, and the result will be a decimal. So, let's try some examples. Let's take the first one, 5/8. And before I show you the solutions, I encourage you to pause this video and try them out on your own. Again, following the steps shown in the previous slide. Alright, I'm assuming that you've tried them out, so let's do this first one. 5/8. Okay, let's do the long division. So we divide the numerator, 5, by the denominator, 8. But 5 is smaller than 8. It doesn't go into 5. So we put a 0 here. And then we just add a 0. And later on, I'll have a video showing how to do long division like this. So we added a 0 to 5, making it 50. And then we just see how many times 8 goes into 50, and that's 6. So 8 times 6 is 48. And we get a 2. Add another 0. But why do we add zeros? Well, since the decimal point is here, we can add an unlimited amount of zeros. And as told in that previous video and another video, which I'll put in the card above, no matter how many zeros you add to a decimal, it's always going to be the same thing, because zeros add nothing to the decimal. So we have 20 here, and 8 times 2 is equal to 16, so we put that there. And we get 4. Then we add another 0, and 8 times 5 is equal to 40. We get 40, and we are left with 0. And these are all being subtracted, by the way, just to make it clearer for you. So when we have a remainder of 0, that means our division is done and we are left with our decimal. And our decimal is 0.625. Alright, let's do the next one. 3/2. Now this is an improper fraction, which means our answer is going to be greater than 1. So let's do this. Let's put 3, 2, because 3's our numerator and 2's our denominator. So let's do this. 2 goes into 3 once, giving us 2. And we put the decimal point here, just to make it clear. We get 1, add a 0 at the end, because again, there are unlimited zeros after this. And 2 times 5 is equal to 10, so we put that there. And 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. So we're done, and we've got our decimal here. So 3 halves is the same thing as 1.5. That's pretty simple, right? Let's move on to converting decimals into fractions. So how do we do this? Well, we count the places. And places before the decimal point are our integer parts, which means when we're converting it, then we would get an improper fraction or a mixed number. And it's easier to convert decimals into mixed numbers than it is to improper fractions, because with decimals, we already have that integer part right there, so we can just write it as the mixed number instead of the improper fraction. And the places after the decimal point are fraction parts. So we look at the last place after the decimal point. And if the last place after the decimal point is the tenths place, the denominator of the fraction is going to be 10. If the last place after the decimal point is the hundredths place, the denominator of the fraction is 100, and so on in this fashion. But if you don't know which place is the tenths place or the hundredths place, I suggest that you check out the video in the card above, and that will show you how to do it. So after we do this, we just simplify the fraction if we need to. So let's try some examples. And again, I encourage you to pause the video and try this out on your own. Alright, I'm assuming that you've given it a go, so let's do this first one. 0.375. Okay, let's count the places. So the first place after a decimal point is the tenths place, the second is the hundredths place, and the third is the thousandths place. So our denominator is going to equal 1000. So for our fraction, we have something over 1000. And our numerator is just going to be this collective decimal, 375, because that's what it means. 375 thousandths is how we would read this decimal. And it's the same with this fraction. We would read this fraction as 375 thousandths. So we have this, but we can simplify it. How? Well, if you want to know that, there's another video up above in the cards that you can check out to see how to do that. So let's simplify this. 375 and 1000 can both be divided by 5. So 375 divided by 5 is equal to 75, and 1000 divided by 5 is equal to 200. Again, we can still simplify this because both are still divisible by 5. 75 divided by 5 is equal to 15. And 200 divided by 5 is equal to 40. We can still divide this because they're still divisible by 5. So 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3, and 40 divided by 5 is equal to 8. And now we can't simplify it any further because they have a GCF of 1, so 3/8 is our simplified answer. Alright, let's move on to the next one, 0.53. Okay, let's look at the last place. The first place after the decimal point is the tenths place, the second is the hundredths place, and there are no other ones after except zeros, but that doesn't count. So our last place is our hundredths place. So our denominator for this is going to be out of 100. And we just put this as the numerator, 53 out of 100. Can we simplify that? I encourage you to pause the video and try it out. See if you can simplify it, and let me know in the comments below. No, it cannot be simplified because they don't have a GCF greater than 1. So 53 hundredths is our answer. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video or this helped you, click that like button. If this didn't help you, click that dislike button. I greatly appreciate feedback. If you want more updates on new videos, click that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you have any questions related to this topic, please put those in the comments below. And remember, the comments section is equivalent to a class discussion, so if you have any answers to any of the questions, you can answer them. If you have any suggestions as to how I can improve my future videos, or even on what I should do next, please put those in the comments below as well. If I like your suggestion, I'll be sure to include that in the next video and give you a shout out. See you in the next one!